16th, 2025. Yesterday on the 15th, I was in Louisville, I was in Giant Eagle. A lady was in there, and she said, it's absolutely ridiculous. You don't get special permission to drug, beat, and rape someone. Talked to the police up there. They didn't know anything about it. When they found out what was going on, they were told to stay out of it. Well, there's an attorney waiting to talk to someone, and they actually got a doctor from before. They're actually willing to talk to him. Okay, you do realize how dumb you look. How dumb you look saying that. How many times have they told that the doctor from before was not one of mine? He works for them and they had lied. So you're saying some attorney broke a HIPAA violation, a federal law, and went to a doctor trying to get information on somebody. It is illegal for an attorney to address anything to a doctor without a signed consent and a picture ID. It is a federal crime, punishable by 10 years. And any crooked doctor willing to talk to someone without somebody's consent, it is a 10-year HIPAA violation. Federal prison. These are federal crimes. So name a dirty doctor and dirty attorney, because they just bought their self, lost a license, and 10 years federal prison, mandatory. The law for HIPAA, even if you break in somebody's home, you steal their medical records, and you're an individual, and you try to use them against them, it is 10 years federal prison. Now, these people are so stupid. They've already been told on, repeatedly, that the doctor from before was never one of mine, works for them, and they had lied. Yesterday in Louisville, we went to go to StatCare, and there was a girl off in the distance talking to a guy. We found out that guy wasn't even a doctor. It's just some guy Dave hired on his own. Tell everyone not to say a word to her. Well, let's see. November 23rd, 25. I'm in Summit Mall, Macy's downstairs. There's girls in there mocking me. Showed up, and how they had got a hold of him, and they came down to say something, that my ex-husband was already connected to him. They asked him if they needed to run a scam on somebody to extort money from the government, and if he agreed to let them use me, they'd make sure he got everything in the divorce, and he agreed. They need to run a scam on somebody to extort money from the government. He was involved. Okay? December 1st, 25. I'm in Walmart 62. Now they tape an audio in every aisle. Some guy comes in and said, Michelle showed up and told me that they already confessed that this whole thing was a scam to extort money from the government. And that guy, Pete, that was in my office, running his mouth about her, she's never even met him. She don't even know who he is. And that the doctor from before was not one of hers. He works for them, and they had lied, and she actually don't know who he is. And these people already confessed. They used hypnotic drugs on her when they drugged her and told her to say it before. August 4th, 25, August 5th, 25, and August 7th, 25, Walmart 62. They have tapes of them confessing to that. And the tape of Weird with Yourself, they had photoshopped a shower scene in the other room of washing yourself. And they photoshopped everything. And it was just a scam to extort money from the government. Go, Michelle. Michelle already confessed to a federal agent. March 27th, 25. I was outside my work talking. After midnight, I'd stayed up and went through everything. He was outside. I'm glad she stayed up and went through everything. I broke up with Michelle tonight. Yes, I'm good with it. She confessed to me that the doctor from before was never one of hers. He works for them, and they had lied. He was one of her doctors, and she doesn't know who he is. And when they bashed in the back of my head that they tried to kill me or leave me incompetent, and it didn't work. that he had went to my ex-husband, and he had confessed to him that a girlfriend from before me made him marry me so he could get a job at my dad's factory. She'd have free insurance. He could give her extra money. My whole marriage was a scam. And where half my medical records are some other woman's, and I got stuck with all the co-pays and I couldn't prove it wasn't me for 15 years. It was Dave and another girlfriend scamming me. I had chest pains for days. They had went to that family where they said it offended them that Strange called me a faker. And it was a medication error. Why would you care that he called her a faker 6 months later? Had nothing to do with that traffic. She had nothing to do with that traffic accident 6 months earlier. Said it didn't even concern him. Her father killed her kid. And they just lied so people would help out. I swear this is a case of the dumb people that lied.